Hello, Internet. Magic Man here from MMOBomb.com, bringing you another first look video. This time it's for the free-to-play MMORPG Echo of Soul, developed by Nvius and published here in the West with Aeria Games. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. We're going to spend about 20 minutes or so taking a look at the game, getting a feel for what it's all about. Now, overseas, this game's been out for quite some time and has a few different options as far as classes and things go, but we're looking at the North American/European version, which went into closed beta yesterday, May 4th. Currently, the only way to access the game is to buy a Founders Pack ranging from $19.99 USD to $49.99 USD, or be lucky enough for them to email you a key. You've got 5 classes in the game. However, they are gender locked, so if you're not down with that, you can go ahead and press stop now, but I hope you give the video a like on the way. So, I'm going to take a rogue. Each class has 2 different specialties. You'll get to that specialization at about level 10. I'll show you in the video. I am going to jump around in my footage here, since quite frankly, it becomes a lot of the same stuff over and over and over again, and I want to hit some of the big things for you, like the soul collection, purification. So we can try out some items here. A little gas mask, a pirate hat. What the? Oh, that's fantastic. Oh yeah. Let's put on the one that opens up the chest there. What should we put as an accessory? Oh, look at that. Little zebra print. I look like I'm ready to sing YMCA, baby. That is amazing. Now, oh wait, no, this one. That definitely good grief, complements the entire package right there. All right, so we're gonna get a name. It looks ridiculous. As far as character customization goes, unfortunately, there's also not much of that. Pick out of a few preset hairs, change the color. Body sliders, you just have an overall body size. A leg slider, which that kind of seems ridiculous. And a head slider, so I guess you could make it small legs, small body, big head, and run through the world looking like a bobblehead. Couple face tattoos. We're just gonna skip this. Eyes, again, preset options, and you just pick the color as you go. Let's get the hair out of the eyes here so we can see what's going on. Faces are all presets. Not much to choose from here. Now, again, it is closed beta, so these options could open up. However, I wouldn't hold out much hope for a lot changing in closed beta besides technical issues, server power, bugs in quests, things like that. As far as these things go, character customization, character creation, inventory systems, core systems, the game's already been out for years, so I wouldn't expect too much of that stuff to change. All right, so we've got the typical free-to-play daily login bonus. We'll go ahead and claim that and take a look around. I do like the art style. It is kind of reminiscent of some earlier things, but art style alone isn't going to keep me playing Echo of Soul. And when we get through the first look here and you see some of what's going on, if you haven't taken a look at the game yet, the best way I can describe it without being mean is highly traditional, highly generic. And I don't mean those terms in a bad way. It's just an MMO that should have come out years ago. So we'll go and make sure our settings are all good. Okay, we're good there. So detected fine, that's great. And looks like we've got some help screens.
Welcome to the world of Echo of Soul.
I'm going to assume
the only way to fully when you want to chat.
You can shut up now. No,
use
shut
the
up.
W,
Shut up.
S,
there we go. I'm going to assume that I'm going to be very familiar with the controls here and the way this works. So you're taking a look at the heads-up display, typical mini-map in the upper right-hand corner, hotbar mentality down at the bottom with your systems and options and bags in the lower right, chat panel in the lower left. Chat, for you guys that are really interested in the social features, it is run-of-the-mill. And that's one of the things you're going to notice as we go through the first look here, is that a lot of stuff is just run-of-the-mill. Now, there is no real quest helping system, but this little icon that I just highlighted there, right next to the quest name, is a little compass. So I kind of like this. There's no auto path or anything like that. You can look at your map or your mini-map and, of course, see where your quest objectives are. But you also have that little compass that just kind of turns there next to the quest name, showing you the general direction, and you're either headed in the right area or you're not headed in the right area. The combat is tab targeted. My hotbar ability #1 there is an auto attack. So if I go ahead and click that on a mob, I can just sit there and watch it auto attack. Now we got our first Chaos Soul from a kill here. I'm gonna come back to the Chaos Souls. That's one of the things that Echo of Soul touts as being a unique aspect to the game. So we'll get to that a little bit later in the video. That ding that you keep hearing, by the way, is for people that don't know they have drawn aggro and that a monster is on them. So if you are beating up on something and that a tank is holding busy and you hear that ding, then you know you need to back off. So it's basically a threat meter. And we do have a DPS meter built into the game in the lower right there, you see. I didn't experiment too much with the settings. Right now I just have it displaying overall damage for each fight. And of course you can publish those in the first damn quest, leveled up. Way to go me. And we get a brand new weapon. Well, we wore that starting weapon for a long time, didn't we? It was, what, 40 seconds? And you're probably getting the feel by now of what I mean traditional and generic. It's kill quest, it's fetch quest, it's come back to the hub, pick up the quest, go outside the hub, do all of the quests, come back to the hub, drop them off, get your rewards, pick up the next quests that will move you along the path to the next quest hub. In this case, I've got to collect a few things and rescue some residents. So typical quests, kill 5 of these, kill 8 of these, go pick up 7 pieces of lumber and bring them back, go rescue these people that are tied down in the middle of a field and rescue 5 of them. In this case, we got to rescue 2, so no big deal. You can right-click on items, or you can use the F key as an action key.
How can I ever repay?
That's what the tutorial, shut up, is going to tell us right there. Movement is typical WASD movement. There is no sprint or anything. On my F1 hotbar item, you do see that I have a roll ability. That's a defensive ability. That is going to come in handy, those types of things, because while the game is tab targeting, there are aspects of telegraphs and getting out of telegraphs, like we're seeing in a lot more MMORPGs now, Final Fantasy XIV, and of course WildStar is well known for their telegraph system. So there are aspects of that. Now you're not going to see that in this video because we're not going to get leveled enough to the point where we can take on our first dungeon. However, if you're interested in things like the dungeon queue, the party system, which the game does have, shut the hell up, tutorials! If you're interested in that stuff, I would encourage you to check out the YouTube video that I did post yesterday, May 4th, on MMOBomb's channel, where I did live stream this game for an hour and posted the video, and it was after I collected the footage for the first look. So if you want to see some of that dungeoning stuff, including solo dungeons, which are available in the game starting at level 10, you can queue up for it at level 10. I wouldn't do it. I went in at 12, and as you'll see, it's a totally different experience than out in the field. In the field, I was never in danger. Ever, ever, ever in danger. All the way up through like level 15, I think is where I'm at right now. In the dungeon, I died a few times. And the final boss did have some mechanics, so it was nice to see that very early, level 10. Level 15 is the second solo dungeon, and the party dungeons start at level 35. And then, of course, there's raids and PvP as well. There is one queue system that you can queue up for any of those items in one screen. Now, the game does recommend achievements for you to go for as you're leveling here. Some of them give you little rewards and things like that. No big deal. It's an achievement system. You're already familiar with it. Again, generic. It feels like this game, if it had come out years ago, would have been a pretty damn good game. And we are leveling so fast here in the opening sequences. I got from level 1 to level 10 in a little bit less than an hour. And there's a reason for that, and when we jump ahead, you'll see why. Level 10 is where you get to pick your class's specialization. That ding is... Ugh! There's got to be a way to shut it off, but I will tell you, during the first look video, I didn't even look to see if there was a way to shut it off. Level 10 is when you pick your class's specialization. So I can go, as a rogue, I can go into duelist or into assassin. Which, by the way, their own damn chat filter stars out the ass and ass in the word assassin. So if you try to type, you'll probably see it scrolling by here because people are asking, hey, vote, should I be a duelist or an assassin? The first 6 letters of the word assassin are asterisked out by default on their profanity filter. So you can't even type the damn word assassin without it editing. Now we're level 4, we're moving along, we're doing regular quests, we're upgrading a piece of gear every single quest. Okay, fine, everything's going good. I'm having alright fun with the game at this point. It's, like I said, run-of-the-mill, older style combat, older style quest system, just an older style flow to the entire game. But then, in a level or two, you're going to see one of my really, really, really big gripes with the game. This is the path that we're going to pick at level 10, either duelist or assassin. All classes have these 2 different chains, and they decide what skill you get and what type of play style your character's going to play. We're going to go assassin, no doubt about it. But something really, really starts to bug me about Echo of Soul. And some of you that watch the free-to-play cast, you know that I've kind of been watching Echo of Soul. Wasn't super pumped about it, thinking it was going to be, revolutionary or anything. I had seen videos from overseas of what it was. I knew it was going to be an average MMORPG so far. But there's something that I did not see in videos that really, 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 really bugs me. And we're going to start to see it in about a level here. Right now you can see that there's a lot of people in the area, new players, closed beta. Oh my god, I know how to use a chat panel. Ugh. And they're recommending another achievement for me to go for. You'll see there's a lot of people in the area, there's a lot of NPCs. This is the starting zone. There it is, in chat!
Very good to meet.
Assassin path! Star, in. Their own chat filter. Way to go, guys! Nice job. Nice job. So, okay, cool. All right, we all start in the same area. That kind of sucks, but whatever. There's other games that do that. It's easy to group up. Obviously, there's a lot of people in the game right now in this particular area, and you're going to need to group up pretty early to complete one quest in particular as far as your chaos orbs and your souls go. But something changes. We're going to roll up the hill and kill a few of these soldiers. I have aggro. Yay! Ding. Ding, I have aggro. Run up the hill. Oh no, do I have to go back down then? No, I'm going to try and go up and around. See, and that's kind of what I like about the arrow system that's next to the quest name. Instead of giving me the exact path or letting me auto path, I still feel like I have to explore the world a little bit because I don't know, can I get to... Okay, they're recommending that I go for level 10. That's a good recommendation, guys. Good recommendation. For crying out loud. Oh, wow, I didn't even know I should do that. Thank God they pointed that out. I should try to become level 10. Whew. I do like that the compass kind of still gives you an idea of where to go. In conjunction with the map, you know exactly where to go, but you still have to explore the world at least a little bit because, oh, can I get over these mountains, or can I get around them, or is there a path through them? And I like that. I like feeling like I have to explore a little bit rather than just having it spoon-fed to me, so I will give the game credit for that. Okay, so here's where things start to go, oh, crap for me. This fight here is against a little boss, a little mini-boss at level 5. And I'm okay with what happens here. You're going to see me walk through, here we go, boom, and it puts me in a little instanced area for this fight. And I'm okay with that. That means we don't have to sit there and fight over the same target for this particular boss, which is nice. I dig this. You might be wondering, why is it doing it that early in the game? Well, you're gonna find out why it's doing that after I fight this thing. Now, the rogue plays kind of like a dot it up and then tear the dots up class. So there, you have abilities that can interrupt. You see I've gained about 3 or 4 abilities since we've started. A couple of them drop dots on the target, and then I have an ability that strikes for damage and tears all the dots down and does extra damage for each dot. So it's kind of, you know, your typical poison and then drop all the poisons for extra damage. So I'm enjoying it, and here's what I don't like. When you come out of this little instance fight, the area is phased. If we take a look around, this is the hill that as we were running up had a ton of monsters all over it and a ton of people killing those monsters. Now I've completed this quest, I come out, and the entire area has changed, and now players that aren't on this sequence of events with me cannot see these, and I can't see, or cannot see me, and I cannot see them. So if you're partying with a bunch of buddies, I will tell you right now, this is not the game for you and your buddies to play together, and then you jump in for an hour while your buddy's at work and expect to just pick up and right there. Because chances are there is phasing involved in a lot of what you're doing. There's phasing even in between zones. It's not just run from one zone into the next. And there's, in some cases, there's absolutely ridiculous phasing. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's take a look at the soul system, which is what Echo of Soul advertises as their, like, unique feature. When you kill enemies, you get these orbs, okay? You take these... Okay, hold on. Let me shut this guy up. I've cut out the cutscenes, by the way. For those of you wondering, though, the cutscenes are voice acted. Okay.
Kill monsters
I know.
to collect chaos souls.
You know what? I'll just let him describe it then.
You, as a soul keeper, have the ability to purify these souls. Chaos souls can be purified into 4 different kinds of souls: hope, innocence, courage, and peace.
I feel like I'm doing a PowerPoint. I'll point things out that he's talking about.
These purified souls can then be used to perform powerful skills, or to craft items in conjunction with professions and hobbies. Souls of all types are stored in your soul satchel, which can be opened using the menu or by pressing the V key. Enter the number of souls you wish to purify and click the Purify button. Each purified soul requires 2 Chaos Souls.
Alright, so in this case I have 12 Chaos Orbs, so I can purify a total of 6 souls. 2 apiece. And they're going to drop them into different types: the hope, innocence, courage, and peace. Now, once I have some of those orbs, some of those purified souls, I can use the corresponding soul skills. So like Light of Hope, Shield of Innocence, Flame of Courage, and Hand of Peace. So Hand of Peace consumes 2 souls of peace, and it gives me an XP bonus, a HP bonus, and it removes impairing effects, anything that's like chaining me down or slowing me, things like that. I can equip one of these abilities at a time. Now, I'm free to swap. You know, so see it's here in the T target, or in the T hotkey. I'm free to swap between the 4, but they do share the same cooldown. So if you pop Hand of Peace here to get your 30% extra HP and your experience gain, and these are very short buffs, by the way. They're kind of like lifesaver type things. They share the same cooldown, so don't think you're going to pop Hand of Peace, switch to a different skill, and have it.
Speed up the purification process by teaming up with a fellow soul keeper. Co-op purification.
How convenient.
Can be
I'll accept that.
even when no soul sanctum is present. It's also more efficient. Each purified soul only requires
soul purified.
So if you have somebody, a friend that you're playing the game with, you can purify souls together without having to be in town at one of these wells, and it takes less resources, less chaos orbs to purify. So there's definitely a benefit to having a few friends to play with as far as purification of souls goes. That's it, though. I mean, that's the unique aspect of this, I guess. And those individual soul skills also level up on their own the more that you use them. They can rank up and their benefits become more and more.
Do you need something?
Not too unique in my book. Not very unique. But, okay, fine. It's a little bit of a twist on earning a skill. Now, we're going to rent a llama. I will tell you that you can get a llama mount, and you get it as a quest reward in a few levels here. I'm going to jump ahead. We're level 7 right now, and as I zone into this next area and phase into the next zone on the map, we'll jump ahead a little bit, because I do want to hit level 10 and talk about specialization briefly. So you'll get your first mount, one of these llama mounts, actually, as a quest reward. You don't have to worry about buying it from the cash shop. I would show you the cash shop, and there is a quest that says, hey, your bag, or a message that when your bags are full says, hey, go check out the cash shop if you want more bags. You can buy bags in-game, by the way. However, there's not much to show you on the cash shop right now, and that's something I'm really concerned about with Aeria Games in particular, and we all know this, so let's not, beat around the bush. Sometimes their monetization just kicks you right in the teeth. So I really wanted to see what their cash shop was going to be like. Unfortunately, the only thing in the cash shop right now are the actual Founders Packs. So not much to go over there for you. Alright, so we are about to level 10. And at this point, we get to pick a specialization and take a look at some of the skills we're going to get as part of that specialization. Head on back, turn the quest in. And that should level me. I'm pretty damn close. We've been getting an awful lot of experience. I do like some of the monster models in this game, though. I will give it that. Particularly in the dungeons. The first dungeon you go into is a Naga dungeon, so you've got the sea serpent Nagas in there. Hey, what's up? Set this as my low point. Turn this in.
Selected.
Alright. Now we're level 10. And we're going to get a chance to specialize. Oh, there's that mount there. So that guy must have bought the companion Founders Pack. I bought the dungeon Founders Pack, by the way. So I get extra dungeon coupons. Yes, there are limits on...
The path system allows you to further customize your style of play in the world of Echo of Soul. Once your character reaches level 10, you'll be able to choose one of 2 skill paths. The path you choose affects
we
your
got the basic
skills.
idea. Alright, let's turn this in real quick.
A cheap weapon could cost you your life in battle.
And let's go ahead here. Read the letter. Alright, now we're gonna take the duelist uses prolonged fights using whoop, why did I close that? I didn't want to close that. Come on, Magic Man, don't be dumb. Open that damn thing. There we go. So the duelist specializes in prolonged fights, greatly increases damage. Assassin uses constant attacks to deal massive damage, and we're masters of prolonged combat too. I'm gonna take the assassin. And now I get to start spending points in different abilities, as you see here, that I'm going to get at levels 14, 18, 24, 30, all the way up through the high-end levels. And, of course, these skills are going to give me different abilities that I can throw on my hotbar and use... What the hell is meowing? Give me different abilities that I can use along the way. Really, that's it. I mean, take a look at the Bomb Live episode if you want to see some of the dungeon stuff, the party queue system, things like that. I'm about level 15. I may play this a little bit more. Depending on when the beta ends, I may stream it again on the next Bomb Live just to see a little more of the progression into, like, the level 20s. I'm not sure, though. The game just doesn't excite me. The thing with Aeria Games still has me a little leery. To me... years ago, this would have been a damn good little MMORPG. Right now, I don't know. I think it's probably too little too late for something that operates as traditionally as Echo of Soul does. But I don't know. I could be wrong. If you're into Echo of Soul, let me know what you like about it in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed this first look. Make sure you subscribe, like, and come on over to MMOBomb.com. Until next time, gang, this is Magic Man saying stay safe, and we'll see you out on the servers.